heading into this, we're in the midst of travel. You're on, I think, you're almost there. I think you have like 2 more days. I feel like you're on day 3 or 5. I can't recall, but you're taking the main road for the most part. So the rest of the travel doesn't, you don't encounter any challenges on the rest. However, if you have anything you want to roleplay that following morning after, you know, the night before the hurricane was calmed, and Nina had that nightmare or vision. If there's anything y'all want to roleplay on that, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'll skip us ahead to the Stonehearth.
I think Vaxel's just gonna be, I guess, go like recounting her steps or whatever, retracing her steps, what happened the night before, because she's a little freaked out because it finally worked, and just in a daze. Like, she's not talking, she's just in a daze. I think that's what she'll do.
Darling, what was that? What was that?
What was what?
Last night.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think it was?
Well, it looked like magic, and it looked like you were really excited because something worked.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And she's just gonna trail off for a little bit. I think she's gonna start trying to talk to herself because she doesn't know what's going on. Well, she's in a state of like shock and also excitement. And
can you teach me?
I don't even know what happened.
When you
If I
figure
figured
it out.
Yes.
Will you teach me that?
Maybe. If I can. I don't know. Sure. It's a date?
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a date.
Sure. Okay.
It was impressive. It really was.
Oh.
Very impressive.
Thanks.
Neat. All right. You continue to pack up camp and load it up, summon your nightmare steeds, and ride again. Trip feels a little faster than previous long travels of the same. Everything's taking you roughly a week or so. Being that you're returning to get some major money, things just, it feels like a faster trip despite all the craziness. Finally, on the 6.5 day, basically middle of the 7th day, you return to the base of that familiar mountain range and enter atop the mountain, same place you exited. Cold up here despite the springtime weather. There's some light snow falling at this altitude, and doors are opened for all of you as Eri gives her clearance basically, and they open up the doors and allow you into that upper tier. Should probably open the image back up as a refresher here. Well, once Fantasy Grounds is ready to catch up to me. Where they sort everybody out. I think that since you've all been here, have you all at one point, rather, is there anyone that has not been asked for their ID yet here in Stonehearth on their previous travels? I feel like you were at the prison. Ask for some form of identification. If there's anybody that hasn't done yet.
I don't think so.
Okay. Here's Stonehearth.
Wait, so they asked for a form of identification when we got to the door?
No, I'm just, as a DM, asking you as players if anyone had asked during your prior visit. I feel like you were all asked, like, when you were at the prison, because I didn't want to just let anybody willy-nilly walk in there.
Well, I think we got in basically because of Eri.
Yep, Eri vouched for
Oh,
all of us.
yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
we all gave our names, or we all gave a name, and Eri vouched for us.
Okay. All right. So they have seem to have what they need already as you enter, and they wave you down through. Did I share that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you head down to the essentially the third bubble down on this, which is the Modrigan's belly, I think it was, because it was the place with the 4 big statues here. Essentially the area of commerce, free trade here in Stonehearth. And at least that's where what's his name? Marketh Bidrot was. If y'all want to make, I guess, just an investigation check as you're kind of looking around for Marketh.
Mm.
It was all the way to the west earlier, just outside the poisons.
Nope.
7.
3.
Plus whatever.
Daxel's still in her days.
14.
Neat. Okay. Dina, with money at stake, despite Eri had a 2, so everyone sort of is looking and looking. You don't see a shop set up in quite the same spot, but with 2,000 gold at stake, you are so determined. And set up just a ways down behind another rather large stall. You find Marketh, the very old dwarf, white hair, sort of tattered and ornery, difficult to wind into his settings, feeding some animals, throwing them some scraps behind his bin. There you go. There you go. Just tossing them down one at a time. Well, aren't you just a cutie? Yeah, and how are you doing today? Scratching as you guys approach.
I am blindly following, or not blindly, I am following Dina, because I don't know I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah, I kind of guide Rheya that way and set her in front of it, because she's the one that's holding the eggs, and it's like, we're back.
Wait. Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be that surprised, but good. That's good for business. Did you manage to bring the goods? Don't take them out. Just
Yes, we acquired what you asked for.
Wonderful. Yeah, just a moment. These animals need some shade first, and he takes out some leathers, blankets that cover up the side of his stall at night, and kind of blockades it off for privacy. And just now that he wraps off his stall in these, he opens one up, says, come in, and I'll show you the selection." And waves you all in.
I want to look around, make sure nobody's paying attention outside of this place.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and make a perception check as you look around.
Okay.
For those of you walking in, the animal smell is intense now that this thing is burned off with lead.
And that's what wakes
that's a 5.
up.
Nice. Sorry, what was that, Dina?
5.
Okay. You look around, and there's a glance here and there, but no one seems to be, studying the party or anything.
Okay.
You all entered. He lights with some flint from his tinderbox there, lights a candle and goes around and lights a few candles around. So there's some more light in there. Well, That's wonderful. Please, show me the goods. Right up here on the counter. Here's the, gold. And he takes out a pouch of gold and sets it down, but kind of behind him on the counter. I imagine Rheya, would probably take out the eggs carefully and set them down. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, this is it. Oh my, excellent. 2 eggs. Oh, well, here's the gold. Go ahead and count it, if you would. I'm an honest man, and hands out, he gets a second pouch out from under the counter, and they're pretty heavy. And just holds both hands out to whomever's gonna grab.
I will.
Okay. They're heavier than they looked. She grabs them. Demalagus.
I have a strength as I topple to the floor.
Whoa, nice. Awesome. Please give it a count. I put some platinum in there to make it easier to carry around. Figured you don't want to be down here with a jingle of 2,000 gold coins in your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Marvelous. All right. Well,
something. I'll start stacking it and counting.
Neat. He sets the magical contract out and says, all right, well, once you're, now that you've completed this, I think, let me start reading through just to make sure. Okay. Well, I will, we can finalize this, once we're back in public view, I think. He takes the eggs and pulls out a crate full of hay and lays them in and covers them up entirely with hay, kind of tucks that back off to the side, and starts pulling down some of the leathers, just to, not be in the tent with with everybody. All right. Well, that's the selection, and just make sure that he turns to Demalagus and did you give it a count if you wish. Don't want anything being said about me not being fair.
Yeah, definitely giving it a count. Dina's already started.
Nice. Okay. There is indeed there are indeed 200 gold pieces worth of money. There's probably what would that be?
Wait,
190 platinum pieces, and then.
Did you mean 2,000?
2,000. Sorry, what did I say?
200.
Oh.
Wait, is it
200 platinum.
Was it 2,000?
It's 2,000 even, but it's I think 190 platinum pieces, and then there's 100 gold pieces separate from that. Figuring you'd want to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he finishes taking down the leathers and keeping some up to obscure you guys, so you don't have to worry about counting money in front of everybody. Finishes taking them down. Well, depending on how well these do, may have some other. May be able to give you a tip in the future. Little return for such fine work. Eggs are in excellent shape. I expected one to be cracked or broken for sure. Expertly done. Come and see me again if you find yourselves back here in the future. Perhaps I can have either just a tip for you, depending on how well these profit, and maybe other work for you. I'm always willing to pay well for difficult work.
Same type of work?
Same type of work. I'm just getting too old to go out and make these runs for these rare creatures, but it's quite a business to be in.
Good to know.
Amazing time, too. I can't believe you made it up there and back, let alone retrieve these eggs. I guess,
we had a good journey.
Good. Good.
Remote
Good weather.
player.
That's half of the adventure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well.
Yes. So, well, you've got your eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You've
Right.
forgotten our names, and we have our money.
Excellent. And you see the contract little snaps little arcane energy off of it. Seems to be just a standard written contract now.
Nice. And Randy has graciously totaled our money.
Lovely.
333 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
Perfect.
Demalagus, you may have that 1 copper left over because you counted everything.
And here's a tip for you.
Here's a
sir.
tip. Here's a tip.
Appreciated.
For your service.
So we get 30 platinum, you said?
333 gold, 3 silver, and 3 copper.
Wait, where did he put this?
In the Twitch chat.
Oh.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it. I don't have the Twitch chat open.
Oh,
I'm going
sorry,
to
wrong chat.
copy that over.
Thank you. I didn't even think about that.
So
My
how?
bad.
So that would be what? 30 platinum and 33 gold a piece.
Yeah, that'll work out.
Okay, so 30 platinum and 33 gold.
Oh, I thought it was 333 gold.
Well, but he gave us 190 platinum pieces.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ching ching.
Hold on. I got to go back and do math.
Well,
How much gold again?
It'd be 33 platinum, 3 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
3 gold
Mm-hmm.
and 30 platinum.
33 platinum.
33. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Been a long day. Okay,
No
33.
worries.
33. Okay, done. Okay, done.
Okay. All right. Yep, so he gives a nod. Well, best of luck to you. Hope you enjoy your time back here in Stonehearth.
Thanks.
Aye. Valkyn, didn't you try and buy, or maybe you did? No, you did. You got a free weasel. Right?
Yeah, I already have the pet. I just haven't done anything with it.
Okay. How's the?
I'm still kind of working on a name.
How's your weasel? He asked in like a completely out of context, terrible way.
She's doing well.
Good. Glad to see you're
It's a
treating it right.
Yeah, I got a female weasel.
Oh,
Nice.
what are you going to name it?
I'm still
Daxel?
working on it. No,
You name it Daxel? Daxel's a really good, strong name.
but it's not a lizard.
Doesn't have to be a lizard. I mean, this name goes with any race, any animal, creature. It's a good name.
Nice. All right. I think Eri would probably say would want to check in with the Grimfuries. Sorry. So we're here, and I think I should check in with the family that pays for me to live. Should probably see if they have any work for me to do, or at least let them know I'm back here for a little bit, where we're going. Maybe they have something they need me to do out there. I don't know. You're all welcome to come, unless you have anything you want to do around the city, of course.
Are they putting us up again, or are we on our own for accommodations?
I'm sure that if we're just here for a day or two, they'd be happy to put you all up. If you're all on better behavior, please.
What are you talking about? I'm an angel.
Let's out a teen sigh. Well, I'm heading there now. Come with if you want. And she starts walking off to head there.
Hmm.
I'll head there.
I am gonna go wander around the shops.
Ooh, okay.
I am as well.
All right, nice.
And I want to
Yeah.
see if my friend is still around.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna trail
Chiffon.
Dina.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna trail you.
Okay.
Oh.
Not like weird, like just I'm just gonna follow God. Just like, you can't see me, but I'm sneaky.
And Demalagus, are you also going like with Dina and Thaxel, or are you sort of on your own, looking through the commerce area?
I mean, I'm not holding hands and skipping with them, but I'll.
Okay.
It is now my life dream to have us hold hands one of these days and skip and frolic in a meadow of flowers.
That's
You're
awesome.
very good.
Dan takes notes.
Oh, please.
I'm a druid. I can make
We're
things
gonna have to
happen.
be under mind control for that.
Awesome.
I don't know if this would actually be in the commerce section.
Mhm.
Because I did end up taking one of those Aarakocra skulls. If
Mhm.
somebody would be able to kind of figure out if it's the same type of Aarakocra that I am, or if it's.
Do you have like a type of person or type of shop you want to bring it to, or do you just want to like ask?
I don't know what type of shop would that be, or like person.
You can make an investigation check, and we can see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, so you head off to do that, Valkyn. Eri begins to head home, and Thaxel and Dina are walking around the shop, and Demalagus sort of in the area. At least starts off in the same direction. All right, so Demalagus, if you can roll a perception check. Valkyn, go ahead and roll your investigation.
12 total.
Okay. Yeah, you find a bunch of shops and stalls, but you don't. Nothing says, "Hey, I can tell you more about this skull." You know, it's there's the alchemy section, there's some weapons section, but you just don't really run across anyone that you could ask about skulls yet, at least in this area. And Demalagus.
Right. Rolling real dice.
Yeah. Yep.
Lovely. Perception. We have 17 altogether.
Okay. Malagus, you're as you walk around and you're a little bit off from the rest of the party. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for while you're shopping through here to Malagus?
Yeah, I'm looking for a spell shop.
Okay.
Anything else?
All right. You find there's a couple of street side vendors that you peruse their selection. Fairly limited. A lot of things that you already know, you've already studied. But you do come across an actual building that deals with the arcane.
Cool. Excellent.
You head inside, and as you are looking through, are you looking like for scrolls in particular? You said.
Yeah, I want to get more spells in my spell book.
Okay. You head over to the scroll section. There is a wizarding scroll section there, and there's a person standing in front of it. Dark skin. You recognize them as a drow. This is from a very light hair. They have tattered clothes on, worn leather pants, cloth shirt that's has entire sections missing from it, whether eaten by some moth-like creatures or damaged in a fight. You're not sure. However, something takes you aback. Along the back of their neck and at the top of their back, they have the same type of rough skin in that odd shape that you felt in the back of your neck. It takes you aback a little that another person could possibly have a birthmark, much like yours. There's another person or two in the shop, but they seem to be fairly scared of the full-on drow that's standing in front of the scroll case.
I'm going to walk over next to them as though I am shopping, and then when I stand next to them, I will say in a quiet voice, gosh, what languages do I speak? I'm sure I speak German.
Oh, Undercommon? Yeah, I'm almost positive you do. Oh, wait.
In Undercommon, I would.
Mhm. Yes.
Daytime?
What? Sorry, I couldn't. Most of that I didn't hear.
Is it daytime, nighttime?
I heard that, but it sounded like brr, 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 brr. Sorry, I know you're not feeling well, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I think the mic's just covered or something. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear him. You guys can hear him?
Uh-huh.
A little bit louder. You're speaking a little softly.
Or move your mic volume up.
Sorry, Randy.
I figured out.
Oh,
Oh, better.
There we go.
Ding, ding, ding.
About that.
that sounds real good.
Mhm.
I was asking what time of day it was.
Jeez, it's probably afternoon. About 3 o'clock.
I will say in Undercommon, Malachus of the Arkangan.
You hear, it's in Undercommon-ish, but the speech is really not slurred, just a talk cheer, which you recognize as a name, but the slurred speech makes you look over, at the face of this drow. And the drow turns and looks, at you, at its side, and its eyes have that white, like a hazy, glazed over look. So you can barely make out their pupils. Its top lip seems to never have formed, so it's just teeth and gum.
Mm-hmm.
And its nose has really like stretched out skin, really taut. And so it's talking a little funny because it doesn't have an upper lip to form the rest of its words, and it's sort of using its teeth and gums to try and do that.
Probably be. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'd be a little taken aback by that. But I'm gonna be like, but
yeah. That's here. Saddens me.
oh, Matt, you have a moment to speak.
Yes.
Oh, Dan.
Oh.
Is there I know we're in some kind of arcane shop. Is there like a corner for sitting and looking at books or something that's kind of out of the way or anything?
Yeah, there's a couple stations that have like a single circular table with 2 seats at them where people could sit down by candlelight and look over.
Yeah, I'm gonna motion him towards one of those.
Starts to follow you, breathing, going in and out through the upper teeth. Sits down.
If you don't mind, do you come from Shadowgate?
Yeah.
Course, being part of the Arcanine, I do as well. However, I left after it was attacked. Are you still there? Do you know anything about the attack or what happened afterwards?
I fled with a small group led by one of your kind, one of the Arcanine.
I'll venture back there one day. I wondered if you had any news. Also, I have a question of more personal nature.
Yes.
I'm going to, instead of just asking, I'll sort of turn sideways, raise my hair up, and expose the back of my neck to him.
Ooh. You are like me?
We must have something in common. I always thought this was some sort of birthmark. I've had it since I was a child, as long as I can remember.
I'd see her say something more, but I didn't know there were others.
What do you know of your parents?
Not much. I was in training from childhood. Sort of rubbing this. And Nadzir being, of course, your mentor.
Right. I didn't know my parents either. None of them. Zia raised me, or rather, mentored me. Wasn't exactly the kind of raising parents would give. However, someone of my heritage is not usually afforded a station, let alone one amongst the Arcanine.
Yes, rare for half-breeds. You know Nadzir too?
Yes. How long has it been since you've seen him?
Nadzir is here in the city.
It's surprising.
You wish to see him?
Yes. However, perhaps not immediately. I wouldn't want to interrupt your business. I know that he takes calls or errands extremely seriously. Is there anything I can do to help you?
No. I just trying to live. Become stronger.
Oh yes, I suppose the shop will be here tomorrow. Let's go see him.
Oh, okay. He seems to be maybe taking some hits to the head the more you talk with him. Seems like maybe there's some other alternate damage as well. But he gets up, and he's also really, he's a bit on the tall side, very lanky, and walks out and leads you out through this area. Pull my map here quickly. Down.
Dwarven Guards thinks there's a drow invasion.
Yeah, seeing it too. You
Two of
definitely
us.
a lot of looks like. Plus, this guy, is missing this whole part of his mouth, and people are just like, "What?" He leads you down to the residential district, down in the eastern part, past the essentially sort of behind and past the prison there. It gets progressively, more run down as you walk through. And in one of the old stone houses built into the side of the interior of the mountain here. Most of the doorways, some are just wide open, others just have like a wooden rail across that houses where a curtain hangs to be drawn aside, and he walks over to a leatherish curtain, pulls it back, and I don't think he'd really hold it for you, so he just sort of pulls back and walks in. You enter a rather small abode with a disgusting smell inside. You would definitely recognize this as a smell of like decay and death. There's 2 dead bodies that you see off to the left. They don't look like they've received... They have some wounds, but probably not the causes of death. Probably lack of food and other things they needed once they arrived here. And in the corner, propped up in the corner there, sitting down, laying back, eyes closed, holding a satchel with a scroll sticking out, is Nazir.
As I was walking behind this guy,
Mm-hmm.
I would have gotten my spell focus into my hand surreptitiously,
Okay.
just in case. Just in case I'm murdered while I'm away from the party like an idiot.
Neat. Okay, you've got that in hand.
I'm just going to sort of look at him.
Okay. Make a perception check as you're looking.
No.
Did you roll a 1?
It's really good or really bad. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys. So that was a 1, which gives me a mighty 5. Apparently I am emotionally overwhelmed, which kind of makes sense.
You don't even see him. He's invisible.
I'm facing the wall. Like
No, he over there. Yeah. He's over there. Yeah, you're just sort of, processing, the dead bodies and him, laying over in the corner. Soaking it all in. The drow pulls up a seat and has some little tiny section of bread, and breaks a little, like, on the edge of the table because it's so stale. Here, eat some. Passes it up to you.
oh, Drow loves stale moldy bread, so yeah, I'll have some.
Nice. Of course, he goes through the laborious task of eating without that upper lip. It's kind of nasty, like the food gets stuck up here on his gums and stuff.
Not to vomit, and so will my character.
Sorry, that's right. God, you were sick.
Do they actually like stale moldy bed?
Yeah, drow like lots of things that are decayed and things with like mushrooms and rotten stuff.
Are
Like
they gonna start
they're-
cannibalizing that body, the dead body?
I don't know about that, but they might eat something that grows on it. Mm.
Ugh.
What do you want to do?
Oh, buddy.
Awkward. Have you been here since the attack?
You're asking Nadzir or the Drow?
Both.
Okay.
Since I apparently can't see either of them.
Nice. The Drow looks over at Nadzir and then back to you. Since shortly after attack, hard living here, but better than dead in Shadowgate.
Hashtag truth.
I think the entire city was destroyed.
Much was before we left.
Did you kill these people? Why are the corpses in here?
They make it back here, but not last long after that. Like the smell.
It reminds me of home. It's wonderful.
Reminds me of training pens as a child.
For being raised mostly in the Arkhangam, I'm used to slightly cleaner quarters. However, if there's anything I can do to help you.
Go ahead and make another perception check now that you get a better lay of the building.
I made it to the area. Turn my eyes on. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. That's better. All right. That'll give me an 18.
Okay. What he says seems to match up with the decay of the corpses there. Definitely, it's been a hot minute since passed away. You glance over to Nadzir to see what he's holding, and you can see more vividly that sort of a knapsack that he has that has some parchment and a scroll sticking out of it. He's hugging it, sort of, has both arms around it as he's leaned up in the corner. But with an 18, you kind of see like his skin is rotting. He's dead.
Kind of figured because there was no reaction. And I would think there would be. Okay. Doesn't really appear that this guy is all there. He's all 6s and 7s. It's not good. Okay. Surrounded by corpses. This guy's insane. And there's something between us.
Looks like you're gonna have to get somebody that knows speak to dead.
guess realizing the situation, everyone's dead in here except for the two people who are eating, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. God, this is so weird and awkward. He's surrounded by corpses. Okay. He only hasn't been lynched by the dwarves, so I guess he must not be doing anything wrong. So, you're the only one left then.
Unless Nadzir taking long nap. Not sure yet.
You know, I do have some medical training. I'll inspect him.
Thank you.
Oh, he's okay.
Good idea.
I do not have medical training, but I will be inspecting him.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and make just a general investigation check. I mean, I'm not going to make you do medicine because you can tell, even a layman can tell that he's dead. It's just this guy that's not.
Oh, for the love of God. All right. Well, it's a 10. I mean, that's not the end of the world.
It could be worse. Could be worse.
You see some of his fine robes are tattered, that have been cut and damaged and burnt. You see a number of exposed wounds that have been healed and opened and healed. The parchment and the scroll that's sticking out of his bag seem very, very new and hastily jammed into the backpack. Half jammed in as they're protruding. You see the arcane focus that he always had is this purplish to pink crystal formation that he wore around his neck. That's still on his person. And his dagger is still in its sheath belt.
Okay. I'm not going to just loot the body right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you're evil.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't want this guy to stab me in the neck.
Make an Arcana check if you would while you're there. Please.
For the love of God.
I think you need new dice.
Well, that could have been worse, but only by one, but it still gives me a 9.
Okay. That'll just meet the mark. You sense a little magic coming off of the scroll, as well as the arcane focus, of course.
Right. I'm going to ask the only other living being here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any money, do you?
Only small bit left.
When was the last time you had a real meal?
Had meal given me with this bread day before last. But
Clean water?
There are some places here that have moisture on walls.
There's something I can do here, however, with your strength. I'm going to give you some gold. I want you to get yourself some food and real water, not from the walls, from a well or whatever these dwarves collect water with.
I'm not disgusted because, I mean, sort of. That's the thing with with full on
Okay.
drows.
Or ale, if you choose.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give him 5 gold.
Okay. Ooh. Thank you.
To feed yourself.
Very
On up a
kind.
bit. I'll see you back here in an hour. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. You see him sort of thankful, but also, I don't know, his world has been skewed beforehand. Even though he was all disfigured, he's still a full-on. Actually, you know what? Make what kind of check would it even be? Guess a perception check. As you're looking at him in a bit more light and having this conversation with him.
Hey, much better. So not a nat 20, but a 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
I love that. Sorry, that's amazing.
I've started using it too. It's become a habit.
Where did you take that?
Stealing it. That's perfect.
I think it was on one of the D&D Beyond Extra Life one. They started calling them dirty 20s if it wasn't natural.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
I think I picked it up on somebody's stream on Encounter Roleplay or something, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally using that from now on. That's amazing.
I like that.
Do it.
So you recognize that this person is half drow. The other part of their genetics looks like you kind of see from the ears and on the face. There's a slight bit of scaling every so often. Almost looks like scabs, but now you see it as scales. Likely bred between a lizard folk and a drow. But obviously didn't go very well. Which might explain the mental faculties and the physical deformations. As he kind of turns and thank you, and leans out, heads out to go get some food and water, leaving you alone with the 3 dead bodies.
Hooray, that's what I wanted. So.
Are you some sort of necrophiliac?
Very respectfully stripping them naked, taking off my robes. No, of course not.
I was like, wait.
Okay.
Positioning them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the X card. I'm pulling the X card.
Or I haven't had enough to drink for this yet.
There is a part in the Book of Vile Darkness, but we'll leave that be. No, I'm.
Send them off to the other world. It's a ritual. It's a ritual.
This is tradition.
No. Oh no! Stop!
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, Demaligus. Yeah.
Not sorry.
So I will be inspecting the corpse.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looting the bodies.
Okay.
But in a nicer way. I don't know how to say that. In a respectful way. He's not going to like rifle through them and strip them naked and cut their clothes off or anything creepy.
Okay.
But I need that scroll. I'm going to take his magical focus.
All right.
I'm going to be taking anything that looks like a book, a piece of paper, anything that can be useful, the dagger, anything like that.
All right.
Anything that might be a clue as to what the hell happened.
Okay. So you. Oh gosh. Here's what you find. You find the tattered and burned remains of his spellbook. You see that most of his parchment has been categorized by spell. He hasn't written the spells out yet, but he was creating a new spell book to bind. The scroll itself, as you open it up and read it, is in fact a scroll of Speak with the Dead. And on one of the pieces of parchment, it says, it addresses, the Arkan Gaim. Okay. The Arkan to find and deliver this, or to fetch you, references you. He says I guess he wouldn't really say that, but he would say my mentee, Malagus. Of course, I closed the document that had all the other stuff in it. All of your... All right. Yes, fetch my mentee, Malagus Tekeneld, and have him preserve my corpse as best as possible so that he may use this scroll. He'll have questions. I have answers. It says specifically, there's a smaller, sort of a letter that's in. It's not in an envelope, but it's sealed up with some form of arcana. This is to be opened by Malagus alone, and that's in that bundle of papers.
Well, should probably start with that.
Okay. As you touch it, the seal on the back breaks and it just unfolds along the back. And it's a very small piece of parchment which he scribbled a brief recap of what happened here on the way up, that he fought to flee the city and wanted to find you and give you some answers. Ask me what you will, but be sure to ask me about our vengeance. And it seems that's written really prominently. It better be one of the questions.
Right.
In the way that he speaks to you, sort of that, high and mighty, and this is what you'll do, and this is, yeah.
This is exactly the kind of note he'd leave me with instructions of what I was to do that day. Well, David's Die Hard. Okay. Or just die. Who knows? Gosh.
It also says, which you would probably know anyway, but because it's Nadzir, he adds, this scroll, of course, will only work when used by a cleric or a bard.
Dun dun dun.
So much for keeping this secret. All right. Okay, I'm going to need to do some thinking. I wonder what the rest of the party's doing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of
Nice
wondering.
segue.
I'll just kind of, I guess, be wandering around.
Okay. All right. And Dina, you were looking for your tiefling contact guy that was here, right? Is that the person you were?
Yep. And she's also, if there's anything either jewelry-wise or magical that catches her eye, she might stop to take a look.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I mean, she's got the simple dagger now with the gemstone with the diamond in it, the eagle face diamond. She's going to look for something a little more ornate.
Okay.
But the minimum requirement is that it has the 50 gold piece diamond in it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. Shouldn't be too hard to find. I guess make an investigation check for that. Really low DC because you're of where you are.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay. So you come across. You've gone through a couple of shops and you haven't been able to find what you're looking for, but a small stall seems to only sell these premium items. There are 3 daggers. One is roughly the equivalent of the one you have, but there are 2 more that are even more ornate along the hilt, namely. One is one's more for show than for use because it looks to have a gold-plated hilt. The wrapping around the handle is a very fine leather, but it's worn down as that's one of the styles down here. They purposely give it some wear.
Right. It's for decorative showing. It's a show dagger. It's not a use dagger.
The one sort of in between those two, in that it's has a lot of decorative etching along the sides. Just the hilt itself has the gold plating. It has you feel it's very well balanced, fine blade to it. And it has an inlay for on the bottom of the hilt, the bottom of the handle there is an inlay for the diamond or whatever. And it's actually empty, and they have a selection of different interchangeable gems that you can put in there. It's set up in a way so that you can have one crafted that fits that spot and just change them as you need them.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Well, I've already paid for the stone that's in the dagger that I have now. And how much is the dagger minus the stone that would go in there?
Minus the stone. Well, let's see. Currently, I would put this at 170 gold pieces. Yes.
Now, if I were to provide my own stone.
Well, this will hold
20?
a stone anywhere from 50 to 100 gold pieces. Let's say 120 gold pieces.
And that includes the mounting of the stone, correct?
I would need to see the stone. If its facets are cut in a way that can comfortably be placed in here, then certainly. In fact, I can show you how to do it yourself.
She pulls out the other dagger and then hands it over hilt first.
Oh. Hey. Well. Yes. Do this. Very well. Yes, I could include that in the price. 120
Excellent.
gold, and I will show you how to do this. We've manufactured it in such a way that you should be able to do with any stone roughly fitting this size can be placed in here.
Excellent. I hand her 2 platinum. No, wait, it's 120, so it would be 12 platinum, correct?
Yes. Oh, well, yes. She takes those and collects them, and does in fact show you how to remove and place another gem in there. She has just a super cheap gemstone that she shows you with first, as you practice a couple times, and as long as it's not too bulky in any direction or oddly shaped, as long as it's roughly the shape that most gems are cut for that size, it'll definitely fit in there.
Excellent. So I just go ahead and do that and offer, ask her to with the other dagger, with the dagger that the stone just came out of.
Okay. Yes. She takes some of her tools out and is able to release that gem, and she places it in, since that was part of the deal. And you now have it in this sweet. Oh, good.
Excellent. And now, who do I speak to if I wish to sell this dagger? Sandstone, obviously.
Oh, well, I have one similar, but that one only sells for... I could buy... He kind of takes a look at it, looks at the blade, sees, it's had a little bit of use, but not too much. I could pay you 30 gold pieces for it.
All right, fair enough.
Good. Excellent. Well,
Dina's going to go rob somebody blind in a bar soon, so.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. So she gives you a new sheath for this dagger, cleaning cloth, a couple of little tools to easily interchange those items, and mind you, that is a fine weapon. Please, you'll see the next time that you use it, as it seems that you use these fairly often. Looking at the one you just sold her. Please, send, if anyone asks where you purchased a weapon of such quality, send them to El Hoana's stand here in Modrigan's Valley, if you would. Word of mouth.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Fine work.
And you give it a little flip back and forth, and it's super well balanced, very easy to twirl and move around. And it is, in fact, a +1 dagger.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Cool. I can get behind this.
All right, let's see. And Thaxel, is there anything you're looking for, Thaxel, while you're rounded about?
Not particularly. Unless there's just any more poison that she can, collect. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. There are there is the alchemy section in case you wanted to pick up more poison. That'd be fine if you have more funds and you want to buy some more. But it ranges from, as you go back into that same shop, there's you find the same woman's working there behind the counter. Oh, hello, welcome. Have you?
I'm back.
Have you been able to use precious poison on anyone yet?
No, I'm saving it for a certain someone's. I think I got frozen death from her last time.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so she only has, if I remember correctly, there's that one, cactus juice and basilisk's breath.
But if you want to, let me take a look at something real quick here. Are you here to buy?
Oh, possibly. Do you have anything new?
I do. We have two new items. It's many people come in here for poisons, but those that enjoy their work are far and few between, and I do always look forward to working with folks such as yourself.
Oh, good, good.
This here is called Harada, after the Harada leaf, which forms the base for this point. This one grants the afflicted with a severe vertigo, causing them to basically have disadvantage on their ability checks. And so this one is not too expensive. Harada being easy to come across. This one is 35 gold per vial, and you'll get 3 uses coating a weapon with this.
Okay.
But of course, have a very interesting and fairly rare poison here. The poison itself does standard amount of damage. It continues to damage again and again, and so each round it continues to damage.
Okay.
Once it's if there's a check to be done, and if it's poison, it actually receives poison damage each round. I don't know. I can't think of a quick and easy name for this. It's made from mort flesh powder. So
It's the mort flesh poison.
Yes, mort flesh. Yes.
There we go.
And this one's a little more expensive. You're looking at about 130 gold for a vial of this, but you'll still get the 3 coatings. However, this will continue to deal damage out until their constitution is able to overcome the poison.
That's only if they fail the save, right?
Yeah, yep. They can try at the end of each of their turns to beat that con save. Otherwise, you just keep automatically taking that poison damage.
Okay.
I still have the others, of course. The frozen breath, frozen death.
There's so many good options here.
Yes.
Tell me, what was the basilisk breath again? It just says mixed with wax is all I wrote.
Neat. Okay. Basilisk breath is the one of the very expensive ones because the basilisk's breath slowly paralyzes the opponent as well.
Oh.
They basically make a check for 4 turns, and while under its effect, target is considered slowed by the slow spell, and on a failed save, they're considered paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Oh. Okay.
That one is also 130 gold.
130. Okay. I have so many good options here.
Yeah.
Dina, are you still with me? Or am I still with you?
Yeah, you're still with us. Did you lose the ball?
Say what?
Nothing.
I'm basically turning to you. What should I get?
Oh,
No.
I like the paralytic personally.
Oh yeah, good choice.
There's just something about watching them lay there wide awake.
Oh, yeah.
Unable
This is why I like hanging out with you.
Their eyes just kind of start twitching.
Oh,
and when they're flying and you hit them with that?
Oh.
Wonderful. You don't have to do anything.
Have you seen someone die from poison?
Perhaps.
Hmm.
As long as it's effective, that's all I care about. So,
Personally, I like paralytics.
okay. I don't particularly like the cactus juice. The Harada seems really interesting, but I already have this brand new dagger that I don't really need to dip it on. So,
I would have to recommend the Basilisk Breath. Certainly the fearful look in their frozen eyes.
I think I'll take one. Basilisk breath.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I will get, let's see, how much is that in platinum?
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get 13 platinum to her.
So, thank you. Lovely.
Oh, no, thank you. This will be put to good use.
Please let me know how it goes if you find yourself back here.
Oh, I'll let you know. Thank you, darling.
My pleasure. Good day to you both.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay, I have more poison.
Nice. Let's
Oh,
see.
it's such a nice feeling.
Put it in your inventory. I changed it up a little bit. Sorry. I write poison colon, and that way they'll all group together automatically.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Guys, I can't remember how much I have now. Like.
Oh, right.
Oh my god. Okay, so I know I have Frozen Death, Basilisk Breath, the dagger.
Yep.
I think the other dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. Nice.
Yay!
Let's see. All right, that's Tina Thaxel. I feel like Ray would probably he's probably gonna go with Eri, not wanting to deal with like just taking some downtime from Thaxel and Tassos and the inevitable Dina teasing about it. We'll probably go with Eri to the for her homestead. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Valkyn, as you're shopping around, is there anything in particular you're looking for, Valkyn?
I'm trying to figure out because I did dot before, so
Because you have gold now.
Yeah, and I have gold. So I guess
you can afford to die again.
Yeah, some sort of light armor of some sort. I don't think there's such a thing as wing armor, nor do I think that would be very comfortable to wear. But yeah, light armor. So I guess some sort of leather shop.
Okay. I mean, that's very easy to find down here. Oops, that's not what I want. Go and pull up equipment and see what kind of cost you're looking at. Light armor. Let's see. So there's okay. You go into a few shops and it's all fairly standard. There's some standard leather armor that typically seems to all run around 10 gold pieces across the board. You can only make it look so nice.
Yeah, I think I already have.
Okay, there's padded armor, which seems to be equally durable to the leather. It's a little less expensive. It's only 5 gold pieces, but it's it's not heavier, but it's more cumbersome. Basically, you'd have disadvantage on stealth checks with it. However, you do find this reinforced studded leather armor. Looks really sharp. It would require a couple alterations to accommodate your wings. But that's running 50 gold pieces, and it offers slightly more protection. Instead of a base AC of 11, it's 12. So it'd be 12 plus your dexterity. and there's no disadvantage.
And that's like basically the highest I can find.
Right, for light armor. Yep.
Yeah. I think I'll. Would I have to pay extra for alterations?
Yeah, they well, the studded leather, that'd be fine for your size. It's just the wings we need to make some alterations for. Look at about 2 gold for the time and expertise. You can have it done in maybe 30 minutes or so if you want to stand by and wait.
Sounds good to me.
Good.
I'll give that 2 gold total.
Okay.
So I'll give him 5 platinum and 2 gold.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Take a load off, pull up a seat, and I'll be done momentarily. Half an hour max. Goes back to get a tape roll, and then it comes back out to take some measurements of your wings and back, and tailors it just to you. And comes back with a fitted piece and has you try it on. Here, give it a wear. Let me see how it fits out. Put it on. He's sort of checking seams and checking fit. Well, looks fine here. How's it feel? And it feels really snug and good.
Woo, nice.
Excellent. Well, that could be a service. Need anything else? Be sure to come our way. Send any of your friends our way.
Will do.
Excellent. You turn and walk out of it's sort of a tent area that this one was in. And you're walking through Modrigan's Belly, and make a perception check if you would.
Crud, where did I put my... Oh, there. Like, where did I put my... Okay, so that... an 11 plus... abilities. Oh, I know it's under... 13.
Okay. Someone grabs you from behind around the eyes so you can't see.
I guess I'm going to, I guess, try to shake them off, or say like, or like, be like, and yell like, "Who the heck's that?"
Nice. All right, make a grappling check. Ooh, I don't think. Well, I mean, you never know.
Or reverse. Okay. So, how do you even like?
That's an athletics or an acrobatics check on your side.
Oh, that's an 18 plus 3. 20.
Ooh. Okay, they rolled a 20 plus 2. So you gotta pull them off.
Son of a bee!
And they just pull back a little bit further, pulling your head, back awkwardly, leaping up, legs sort of around your waist in this lock as they're pulling you backwards. And that's where we'll take our bio break.
Oh, come on! So, am I in like the middle of the town area?
Yeah, you're walking down one of the streets in Modrigan's Belly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Oh, you are going to bring such a pretty penny at market.
Son of a...
Awesome. Whee! All right, I'm gonna go make a fresh cup of coffee. But for those who don't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break, and then we'll be back. So catch you really soon.
Go stretch, hydrate.
Oh yeah, hydrate.
What? Oh, it's Clem. Kitty.
Oh, Clam, you're so pretty. Say hi, buddy, Clam. Here, everybody. Quit distracting my dad from cuddling with me. Clem. Daddy's got to hydrate.
Mm. Ugh.
Have you're being wrestled. Look out.
Yeah, I'm looking through my spells to see if there's any that I can actually use to get out of. Like I don't think you said that my hands were bound,
No. Mm-mm.
so like I could technically send a sending spell. Ask you to just need to reach into my pouch and do the stuff, and like probably would send it to Axel or something, knowing that she's with, or having seen that she went with Lena. Just be like, I'm being attacked outside of the leather shop in this
Help,
part of
help, I'm being
town.
repressed.
Please come now. um,
Oh, you want to see something crazy? Check this out. So there's this game shop in Seattle called Pink Gorilla Games. They do a lot of like retro stuff. And so the owner and very often owners do a Twitch stream like every night after closing.
mm,
And they'll just turn the cameras on and talk with chat, and they'll just do mostly just normal closing stuff. Like, they're boxing up things and cleaning stuff and doing other odds and ends. But if you're in the stream chat while they're live and you do an order and make it known that that's you doing the order, they'll pack up your order on the stream, and when they do, they'll give you little bonuses of just like whatever crap they have lying around. So I did that last week, and they gave me a few things. This might be mildly amusing. Oh, here comes Dan. So you get everybody gets a sticker if you want. So this is that's his Twitch channel. Yes, Koopa. So you get one of those, and usually you get a Pink Gorilla Games sticker. I didn't get one of those, but maybe next time. Then he gave me, I don't even know what this is. It's some kind of keychain mabob. It's from Japan.
wait, so is it like video games or?
It's like,
Oh wow!
Is that like a cupcake?
Sort of. It's like, I mean,
It's like
it's a little rubber
teacup.
plasticky thing. It's like a
Neat.
fancy cup. Got a crown on the top. Ice cream and coffee with marshmallows in it.
Nom 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 nom.
It's actually kind of fancy, but I guess they get these from Japan, and it's even got like the label. You can see it is in Japanese. So he threw in one of those. I don't know why, but there is a purple gem on the front. So
Yay!
I was pretty thrilled with that. And it gave me this pin,
Nice.
which was a little green cup thing with a face on it. Another Japanese looking dealie. And then, randomly and very strangely, while looking around, he was like, "Oh, and how about this?" So this is a franc. It's a
Okay.
French quarter, basically.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
I now possess foreign currency because I ordered from a game store while they were streaming on Twitch.
Amazing.
Check out Pink Gorilla Games, their website. They don't have like a ton of their inventory on there, just kind of more common stuff because they like people to actually come into the shop. They've got tons of retro stuff and loads of imports. They're well known for being big into imports and stuff. They're always at PAX West and stuff every year and all that sort of thing. They've got 2 different stores down there, but
Yeah,
and it's fun to be in chat and they judge your purchases. I ordered 3 PS3 games, the Uncharted series, 1, 2, and 3,
Okay.
which I'd never played before, and my PS3 died like years ago. And I decided for the holidays here, I wanted to have one again. So
Nice.
I bought a used one on eBay, and it'll be here on Monday. And I've got those games, and I also picked up because I found out somewhat recently that all PlayStations play PlayStation 1 games. So I got a which I didn't know.
Wait, what play PlayStation 1?
All models of PlayStation play PlayStation 1 games. So if you have a PS4 or a PS3, it plays PS1 games. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure. When you pop the disc into your PS3 or PS4, it recognizes it. It says PlayStation formatted disc. And when you click on it, it prompts you to create your own memory card, basically. But it's on the hard drive of your system. So it's like way faster than an old school memory. I don't know if you remember waiting for memory cards to load, but it took forever.
Yes.
So it takes a lot less time on your PS3 or PS4.
Nice.
We had special memory cards that we didn't have like standard PS1 memory cards. We had ones that had like essentially 2 sides to it.
Right. Those are cool.
So then you could go and switch. And the only standard one we have is the special version that came with like the greatest hits version or something, or anniversary version of Tomb Raider. That was the Lara Croft bust one.
Okay.
So you have her head and then her bust.
Yes.
With her.
That's crazy.
Thankfully, it was not the triangle. It was not triangle polygon version.
I had the PS1 game I picked up was SmackDown 2. Know Your Role, which is an old wrestling game. Because I love old wrestling games. So
nice.
We have the only wrestling game we have is old SNES one. Because we got a bunch of SNES. God, my other friends. I think they were either like extra ones that he had and he didn't want. Whatever.
All right. Most of us are back. All right. I'm gonna jump back in because I don't.
And we're gonna jump over to another person. No. Son of a.
Nope, you're stuck. That way it gives Dina a little extra time too.
Literally stuck.
Awesome.
So are my hands free?
Currently, yep. You just couldn't break the grapple.
Okay. Okay. So I can do stuff to actually go and distract them then.
Yeah, you can try any of that.
Well, yep. I have some I have light and stuff which can totally screw with them.
Okay.
They have to make checks if I light something that's on them.
All right. So as that round ends, then You hear giggling. What do you want to do for the next round?
Wait, do I recognize the giggling?
Make I don't know what kind of check this would be. Investigation to see if you get it.
17 plus 1. That's an 18.
Well, hard to believe. You haven't heard that many people giggle. Aside from, I mean, there's the people in the tavern where you used to be forced to perform.
Yes.
And some of those people would giggle and laugh, amongst themselves, not with you. But this giggle, as you hear the giggle, this is a game that Mayvree used to play. This Guess Who game. You hear whispered in your ear, "Guess who?"
Mayvree?
She hops down off your back.
Oh. Whew. You freaked me out there.
I had you. Oh, look at you all out in the world.
Yep.
How do you like it? Is it scary out here for you, or what?
Yeah. It's been a journey. I kind of died for a little while.
That makes sense. I was surprised you weren't dead. I'm just kidding. That sounds scary. You all right?
Yeah. I'm doing a little bit better now. Have a group I'm traveling with. They've been treating me well for the most part.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good.
We treat you quite well. For a comforter.
So, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm nearly dying. Not quite as cool as you. I lived, but yeah, I got out of that godforsaken crap hole of a city, and after that, or during that attack, had some business to take care of. Just some odds and ends. And I'm back here. I was actually planning on sending you. I tried a couple times to just send a mental message to you, but nothing happened. I didn't hear back, and so I was trying to think. I thought maybe I'd send a message just out into the ether, see if I went to the postal service if they could send something up to Ikram with your name. See if it got anywhere. But how exciting to see you here in these fancy clothes. How can you afford this stuff?
Came into some money, some gold through some work.
For you, good for you. Clearly not moved up from the tavern there, huh? From performing for a coin.
Yes, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Hated it there.
I bet.
So, is there much left of the city?
There wasn't when I left. That whole, gaggle of good guys there came through. They tore the place up. They were going after, I think, that creepy, freaky brain, that elder brain or whatever. Yeah, in the center of the city. And they were tearing things up, although they lost a few of their number. And I wasn't going to stick around to see, who won that battle, but
oh yeah,
they had a lot of did a lot of damage. It was tough making it out of the city. Like I said, I barely did. But no, I'm sure it's mostly in ruin. It was half in ruin when I left, so it can't be much better than that now.
Yeah.
Have you been training and keeping up with your bardic ways? And
yeah, I've actually been using it to make some coin when I've had some downtime.
Oh, show me. Crosses her arms.
I guess I'll pull out my drum and
okay. Go ahead and make a performance check. So she doesn't seem to care about the many people walking around the street around you guys. It's just like,
Oh shit, that's a 3. 3 plus a 6, so that's a 9.
I think you left some of your skill in the other world. I don't know. You might want to pick up the practice there, Valkyn.
I will.
So where are you staying?
Been I'm staying at the employers of one of my party members.
Oh, okay.
They're dwarves. I don't think they would take friendly.
Probably not. Yeah, I mean, a lot of looks in the city, and there are so many people like looking at the two of you. Between her being this, 16,
Probably
17-year-old drow.
Yeah, who's probably like a foot taller than me.
Mm-hmm. And the owl person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, neat. Well, I don't have a place right now per se, but it's not too bad living on the streets and areas here. Some nice cozy places on some of the steps. There's so many steps here, right?
Yeah.
Makes me sick. But good places to rest, good places to, perform and otherwise acquire coin when needed. Plenty of, money around here, that's for sure. So, what's up? You trying to head back home or something? Is that why you're back here?
We were just traveling back to collect money or collect the gold for a job that we had just finished.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, I've got little few things to do here in town. I'm gonna try and pick up some money, but I'll be performing here and there throughout the city. How long are you here in town?
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my group.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll catch up with you soon. I hope.
Yeah. There was one thing before you got.
Yeah.
I know it's especially kind of weird since I'm just this kind of bird person, but I kind of have some feelings for you. I don't really know if they're mutual.
Wow. Feelings. I can't say anyone's ever confessed to me before. I mean, you know how it is down in Shadowgate.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely care about you. I guess I maybe. I've been so pushed. I mean, you know how life is in that city.
Oh,
I honestly didn't even think I'd have time to ever do anything like that. Now I kind of do. Let's I think that I need to I feel like I would like to assess that. See exactly how I feel and put, see where my feelings lie. What do you say we get together for drink or a meal or something like that, and I can see how it goes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do you have a inn that you're staying at?
No, I'm just crashing on the steps around the city. There's this this really ritzy section too. It's got this huge bathhouse, but it's just open, and there's so many people in it, and it's kind of gross but kind of nice. And I've been crashing near there. There's this little room off to the side that has some areas for prayer and stuff. And not that I'm praying, but it's quiet and peaceful. It might be better for me to find you. Which you said that there's an employer you're staying at?
Yeah.
Grimfury is the name in case.
Yeah. I'll tell her that it's the Grimfury.
The
House of Grimfury.
All right. Well, let's I don't know if I feel too comfortable being in that. I mean, they're big people. They're big names around here. Well, what do you say we meet here? Let's meet here for dinner.
Okay.
We'll find a place from here, but I'll be running late. It probably won't be till like 9.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, Nate. Well, okay. I'll catch you then. She starts to run off and wave.
Okay.
Don't die in the meantime.
I'll try not to.
Neat. All right. Let me quickly check my messages.
And then Dina goes and kills me.
Nice.
For whatever reason.
How much money does she have on her?
Probably nothing, considering the fact that
Then she's not going to
She's
kill it.
loaded.
If she's loaded, that's another story.
Oh, awesome. Marriage.
Okay, good. I did not get kidnapped.
Marriage.
So great.
True love.
I love that movie.
They are way too pure for this world. Gonna die horribly.
Nice. So Eri and Rheya arrive at the Grimfury homestead and are warmly greeted by the servants of the house. Sat down, baths are offered, are drawn and offered, food. They take the house up on both things. Eri asks for the heads of the house to be notified that he's there. So as they're eating and working, maybe possibly on some wine with dinner, as is often the custom here in this household. Up here, where? Okay. Fagnan and Baghaney, Grimfury, come out. And, oh, well, if it isn't our Eri, lovely. Glad you could make it home. How did your adventure go there? And she kind of fills the two of them in as they sit down at the either head of there's equal power on either side of the table there. So they take those two seats, and she briefly fills them in on what she thinks is pertinent information for them to know, and what she doesn't. He lets them know, I have some more work that I need to do. I have to travel up to Xangard, and I don't want to let it affect my work here. So I just wanted to know if you had any work, anything you need done up in Xangard or here in the city while I'm here. And Baghaney says, oh, well, he looks at Rheya and back at Eri. It's, information is a bit sensitive. Are you quite sure it's alright to speak in front of your friend here? And Eri nods. I feel like there's enough trust there, at least with Rheya, that she'd agree. Alright, well, we do. We've been tasked with, there's a person we need you to find. A dangerous necromancer is here in town. They've, past week, they've been damaging the mines. I don't know if they're searching for something or just looking to undermine our business. But it affects the livelihood of all the dwarves here, of course. So we need you to track down this dangerous necromancer and bring her to justice. Bring her over to Modrigan's embrace. Dead or alive is what we're looking for. And Eri says, all right, understood. Yeah, we can't have that. I'll do my best to bring her in alive, get some information, find out why she's been doing this. I guess if you have the usual dossier or anything, something like a sketch and some information, what do we know about her? They say we'll have it whipped up for you. We've got a sketch, a rough sketch, not too much detail. We just know that she's been very active past a couple of weeks, and she's a bit of a prodigy, it would seem, in the necromantic arts. So be careful. And you don't have any details on the location of where she might be staying or hiding, but there does seem to be a bit of a pattern we've discovered in where she's attacking. But we'll get that to you, and hopefully you'll have time to take care of that before you leave. And Eri says, yeah, these things don't usually take me long. I'll find her. I'll stop her. And they continue eating their dinner. And that's about enough time for everyone else. I guess we'll go back to Malagas and see what he's up to back now that he's had some time with the body and the scrolls and stuff.
Yeah. So but no bard. But I'll have. Meantime, I will wait for Billy McDrowface to get back, and
you hear him breathing around the corner. Hi. Thank you again. I'm so full. He's got like all this food around stuck in his teeth and gums. Nose all looks like the skin's gonna just tear from being so tight around the cartilage.
I'm glad you were able to eat a good meal.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good.
Unfortunately, I do have bad news.
Yes.
As you're the only survivor.
Looks over at your boy. They don't have his name up.
Your boy.
Yeah.
That's actually somewhat close. It's Yazir, but yeah.
Nazir, nice. Nazir, your boy.
Your boy.
That's sad. You could see like there probably would be tears if his eyes had like proper tear ducts. Like extreme Botox face. He was good. Very good. Got us here safely. Used last of his coin.
He did more than that. He also left me instructions. And you as well.
Oh. Oh, what?
More than just one way. As a matter of fact, because you've kept him so well preserved, and I do appreciate that, we'll be able to have one last chat with him.
Oh.
The magical means.
Ah.
However, I'm incapable of casting the spell we'll need, but I do have a companion who can do it.
Ah. It's like riding the roller coasters. Oh, good. Yeah. Good.
I like to do it, keep them on their toes.
Good. Okay.
So, I'd rather not let much more time go by. Now that you've eaten,
Yes.
perhaps just rest here.
Kind of
I'll
licks
return
like
shortly.
with like a lizard, like half lizard, half like human tongue. Kind of licks up by his nose and the upper gums to get the food off of it. Slap, slap, slap. Kind of like. Yes. Okay. Well, what can I
I'll
do?
return shortly. Stay here, rest.
Okay.
Just, of course, make sure no one else enters. But I'll be back shortly with someone who can help us further, and we'll have a last chat.
Okay. I'll watch. Yeah.
Back.
Sits down on the bed.
Right, I'm gonna leave and hope he doesn't notice that I've taken everything of value.
Nice. Okay.
And
That's
probably after Mayvree left, I probably would send a message to Demalgus, being like, "Oh my gosh, I have a date with the drow girl, and I don't know what drow like. Help me! Where are you?" I'm pretty sure that is under 25.
Yep, you're good. That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's convenient. Let's see. I'm probably familiar with this spell, so I will reply just shortly. Excellent timing. I have a request of you as well. And then I'll tell him roughly where I am, and that I'll be standing outside in clear visibility so he can see me.
All right. Valkyn, make a survival check as you navigate the city streets to get to the
What time is it anyway? In the day?
Probably closer to maybe 4 now.
Okay.
4:30.
That's 10 plus 2. That's a 12.
Okay. Takes you a little bit of time, but maybe 40 minutes later or so, you arrive down there. So now it's a little closer to 5. You see Demalagus standing outside this small, broken down, rough section of.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said any of that. Well, Matt, who is this person you're meeting? You have a romantic date?
Yes.
Malagus does, as though he's completely confused by the entire concept.
It is with the drow who taught me my bard.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Tell me a bit about her. What's she like?
No, she's kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's all grins.
I guess she's. Well, I guess I would probably perceive her as sweet and kind of a little bit sarcastic in her humor, but and playful somewhat. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is both in character and out of character.
This is so cute.
I know, it's adorable. It's like watching a lemming toddling off to the cliff.
Nice.
Except lemmings never actually did.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Good old Disney launching them
Disney
off
Channel
a
pushed
giant
them off
spinning
a
wheel.
cliff, yeah.
Mhm.
Awful. Anyway, so, wow, she doesn't sound anything like any female drow I've ever met. Most of them were flinging snake-headed whips at me and cursing me. So this one seems nicer, and plus she's known you for quite some time, is that right?
Yeah. How long would she probably have known me?
I mean, I think that your age is a little bit different. You're what, like 4 in bird years or something?
Yeah, I'm like 4.5, somewhere around
Okay.
there. But like,
Which puts you at like 16 human. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
They just.
Thanks for the comparison. Thanks.
Yeah.
so I probably would have known her probably
Yeah,
for
about
like
4 years.
probably like a year.
Bird years.
Few years
Two,
at least,
something like
since you were old enough to learn. Yeah, which probably would
Yeah.
say 2 years. You're like 4.
How old am I? I'm 4. I'm 4 years old.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, bird.
The extreme all evil campaign with the
With
dead
the
rituals
4-year-old.
and the
And the
and
19-year-old
criminal-
tiefling just feels ancient at this moment.
Man, now I want to go back and get a date. That's the one thing I didn't get.
Oh, nice.
Ugh.
Well, I'm not old. I'm 37. Old. I'm 37. Anybody watch Monty Python?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm only mostly dead.
It's a flesh wound.
It is a flesh wound. Oh.
If I were to give you any advice, Valkyn, I would say to be yourself, but slightly less so. Try to listen more than you speak.
Okay.
Good luck.
Anyway, you said that you had.
Oh,
some-
and you're going to want to bathe, especially after we get done doing what we're doing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hopefully it won't take long.
No, about 10 minutes or so.
Okay. What are we doing?
I'm going to need you to cast a spell for me. Off of a scroll.
Ah.
Prepare you somewhat. So we're going to be going into a place with some corpses. We're going to be speaking to one of them.
Oh.
I
My eyes get kind of wider. Like,
He's my former mentor, and I have a
Okay.
few questions for him.
okay.
Also, there is someone else there who is going to be a bit, perhaps shocking to see. He's a bit deformed.
Okay.
Imagine a male drow and a lizard person were thrown into a blender. That's more or less what we've got here.
Yeah, that doesn't seem natural.
It's decidedly not. I can't wrap my brain around how this even happened, but hopefully we'll get some answers. It also smells bad in there, so that's why you'll need a bath afterwards. But
Okay.
you don't have to touch anything. It won't take much longer than 10 or 12 minutes.
Okay.
Right, and I'll lead him back to the charnel house.
Yeah.
House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So,
So what casting a spell from a scroll, is it like a one-time use thing, or is it I learned the spell? I don't know how spell scrolls.
one-time use. You use it and it exhausts
Okay.
the spell scroll.
Ah,
Yeah. So you you follow Demalagus down to this home. And inside, past the leathery curtain that allows you in the doorway, and sitting on a desk as you to your right as you step inside is a drow. Long white hair covering the side of the face until
Oh God!
Welcome. I've
Hi.
stayed here.
This is my companion Valkyn. He'll be helping us.
Pleasure.
So I completely forgot this guy's name, but Demaligus probably remembers it.
Let's see. What's his name? It's Tok Cheer.
What's a note? All right, this is Tokshir. He also escaped from Shadow's Gate shortly after we did.
Ah,
Yes.
that's a good thing.
However, whereas we survived, he was the only one who survived in his group to make it all the way here.
He takes the bread and snaps a piece off for Valkyn. You must
I'm
eat
good.
bread.
I'm good.
Sets it back down.
You don't like moldy bread now. Probably does not want a cracker. Okay. That's a bird joke. All right. Avian humor, people. Get
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Awesome.
I got it. I was muted. Sorry.
I knew you would get it. You're on my level.
I play Aarakocra.
You know all the bird jokes. Okay. So yeah, there's a scroll there, and you're gonna need to cast it, I guess, to move.
Okay. And
Questions.
take the scroll, casting it, however long.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check as you go to cast from the scroll.
That'd be a 18.
You pre-read the scroll a couple of times just to see what it says, be prepared. And there's a section of instructions for the hand gestures and another section for the vocal piece. And as you perform this spell, the final time you set that scroll down on the floor and yeah, and do your jazz hands. Yeah.
Naruto.
Nice. Horse, dog. Yeah. And perform the spell. And this body that has this bag clenched in their grasp. You hear the cracking and tearing of the desiccated skin and cracking of the bones as it releases its hold in the bag. I don't know how long it's been, but I'm sure it's been longer than it needed to be. As he looks at Demaligus. However, you, Valkyn, have control. You have 5 questions you can ask this, as the scroll described.
Okay. So I will say to Demaligus, not to the dead guy. What do you want to ask him?
First of all, Yazir, what is our revenge?
You listened. Good. Our revenge will be on to kill those that ran the program that created you and dismantle the program by making this your highest mission and my last.
Yes.
Question would be, what's the
Formal
problem?
question.
Nice. Oh, Damascus. Your mother, very important to me, was part of a program. A program to breed strong soldiers. Rao, Lithid, Takchir is, for lack of a better term, a reject of said project. Hence the deformities. You are a success of the project. And it would be our sweetest revenge, including your mother's. For you, the greatest success of the project to be its undoing.
Okay, 3 more questions. Let's see. Who is running the program? Who are my targets?
There are 2 that bear the blame. Oops. Sorry. I clicked on the wrong section. A drow. Nameless to the people, but called Raz Chal, the Deolethid. This drow runs the program and takes orders from the most vile of Illithid, Bardock.
At least he can't scry us.
Oh, good. It's only the nastiest one. Oh, excellent. Lovely. Lovely. Questions. So,
Out with it, boy.
how could this ever be accomplished?
Question is so close to the right question. Strength, planning, time, and of research on the topic, the very core of the true reason for this project. Back to labored breathing.
Crap. One more question. Crap wasn't a question. Okay. What the crap?
What the crap?
Well, I'll tell
You
you.
just
Man.
you used your last question. Goodbye.
Who put the bop in the bop shabop shabop? I said I was close to the right question last time, and I did ask how it could be accomplished. I guess the only thing that comes to mind is what do I need to know to get our revenge?
Seek the knowledge of the dragon mark of passage. Or find what all the fathers had in common in the program. You may be weak and have so much to, but you are good. Make a fine. Figure it out. Arms collapse again.
Yes, to my mentor, we shall have our revenge. Thank you, Valkyn.
You turn to thank Valkyn and talk to you. It's like right over your shoulder, watching, like he's super trying to listen. Oh, sorry.
You're welcome. And this is gonna be a fun thing. To have to do. Fun.
On the upside, that much research will probably dig up some secrets worth having and perhaps even profiting from. The angle that I'll be using when I speak to Dina and Thaxel about. All right.
As long as I don't die, we're good.
Falcon.
Yep.
Bathe thoroughly.
Okay.
Reek of death.
Okay. Is there anything else you needed before I go?
Now I'll finish up here. Thank you very much for your assistance.
I'll guess then run off back to Aries or whatever.
Okay.
and bathe thoroughly
Nice.
and get my fancy clothes ready.
Ooh. You arrive. Eri has already gone out to begin her mission. Rheya is still there, relaxing, reading, and the servants are happy enough to do some work on some clothing to make it fit with your wings and your fluffiness from your feathers and such. And you clean up pretty nicely, sharp looking Valkyn. And I don't know, I sort of picture you, Valkyn, with a popped collar and like
So bro.
Yeah.
So bro.
Like what up? Like three layers of pop collars. No, I'm just kidding. Like a sharp vest, nice pinstripe sort of a shirt and suit, and
Ooh.
And the lid on backwards.
yeah, perfect. Awesome. And as the evening goes by, Thaxel and Dina might arrive. Do you all go back to Ares as well?
Yeah, go back to Ares, get cleaned up, and probably make plans to head out to one of the taverns for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I followed Dina.
Nice.
I end up going to the same tavern as they're at.
Nice.
Oh my
kidding.
god, Dina, we could
No.
do so much.
No, it'll probably end up being that.
I won't interfere.
Well, I'll say that as you're prepped and cleaned up, like you still have a couple hours before you're leaving, but you've cleaned up Valkyn and you're ready to go. That's around the time that Dina and Thaxel would arrive. So you two would see him all like dressed to the nines. For the first time.
Totally wolf whistling and checking out the threads and.
No, I'm like scanning up and down, like, where are you going?
I have a date.
With who?
I said that. I shouldn't have said that.
With who?
With my friend and teacher, Mayvree. Totally don't remember her last name at the moment. But
Your teacher? You have a date with your teacher? You could do
He's
that?
He's teacher's pet.
You can do that?
yeah, she's.
I look at Thaxel and go, "Oh yes, you can do that."
She's
Straight A's.
physically around the same age.
Wow.
Well, she is literally around the same age I am.
Huh.
Huh.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
What's a date?
Wait. I want to go back. Let's go back to your teacher's the same age as you are.
Yes. So she's 16. Though I am literally 4.
Is that a thing?
Servant stops like and goes back to work. Like,
I cover his ears and I go, I think that means we have to start spelling things.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you do on a date?
Aren't dates those little tiny nut things?
Remember the last night when we were staying at Rheya's and the party, Tassos friend, and
I don't remember anything except Tassos, so.
okay. Remember
That was
the
a date?
party? Yeah, that would have been a date. Yes.
Oh,
Where
I had a date.
You did. You had several, I think.
So they're private things then.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But you can go out in public and do things. You know, you can go to a tavern and have like a meal and then go do private things, or you can just. It's when you get together with somebody else and do something because you want to get horizontal. or on all fours, or up against a wall, over the bar, over the table, under the table.
Against a window?
Oh, yes.
Valkyn's
Okay,
eyes
okay.
right now are like going.
She's like, Paxil's in her head. Check, 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 check.
Nice. I've done all these things. Yes.
I've been on a date. I've never knew that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, well, thanks for clearing that up. I had no idea.
Certainly.
I want more of that. When do we go back?
We can go out tonight. See if we can get a date.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Tassos. I mean, you would prefer it be him, but it doesn't have to be him.
He was fun.
I wouldn't know. You wouldn't share.
No.
Oh.
But didn't you like your one person? Your one guy? Did you have a date with him?
That was technically a date. Yes. Yeah.
That ended horizontally and vertically and diagonally?
Among others, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not what I'm going to repeat.
Oh,
At least not
okay.
with
So
him.
we need to find you a really good date.
It would be nice for a change.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna find you a proper date.
Okay.
Okay. That's my goal.
Nice.
So you can do dating things.
That's so great.
I'm probably going to regret, but I will ask. Tina, do you have any advice?
Say yes. Pay for it. And if she says no, walk away.
No to
anything that doesn't involve if things get physical and she says no, you say thank you for a nice evening and you leave.
Okay.
Rheya's just flipping through her book, but like watching too, like.
Oh no, I forgot she was in there. Oh, I don't regret anything.
That's
Rheya,
awesome.
scarred for life.
Sorry. Not sorry.
So awesome. All right. Well, that gives Dina and Thaxel time to bathe if they want and eat if they want, things like that. Around the time you two finish up is when Valkyn's heading out for his date. So you, in case you two, just to give you the timing, in case you wanted to follow him, or if you want to go in your own route, whichever way you want to go. So I don't think he's meeting her elsewhere. I don't know if he would have told you, but he's not meeting her at a tavern. He's meeting her elsewhere. So
I am.
Yeah.
I make sure that I've got some really red lipstick on, and I kiss his cheek before he goes.
Nice. Ooh, roll a sleight of hand if you would. I just want to see if he notices, because he has. And Valkyn, if you can do a perception check with disadvantage, because you're just not familiar with this at all, so you wouldn't really.
Oh, sleight of hand. That is a 19.
Okay.
Crap. Fuck. That's a 13.
Okay. So yeah, you're like, aw. But you don't realize it left any lipstick. All right. And off you go, Valkyn. Flying from the
Have
nest.
fun.
Yeah.
Great.
Do
Ruin
enjoy
my day.
dating things. Bye.
Why?
Because you're in this group.
Nice. Ray's just gonna chill here, I think, at the house for tonight. Got some things in her mind she's working through. Demalagus, are you returning to Ares, or do you have what would you like to do to wrap up the other place?
We can find him a date too.
Be probably back until late. Just because I need to talk with Takshir a bit. Basically, I'm going to be, just to make it short, because I know we're getting late. I've done a lot. I'll be trying to find out what his skills are besides survival. Obviously, he's really good at survival. Otherwise, he'd be dead with the other corpses. If this is a good enough place for him to hole up for a while, because I'm basically just assuming his allegiance, whether he agrees or not. Which is sort of what Demalagus does.
Well, I'd say that, given the time spent with him, you would know he does have this sort of blind allegiance to. He's been programmed, in literally, to just concern himself with being stronger, becoming stronger, sort of loyal to himself in that way. Thankful for the help of, your boy, Nazir. But seems to, that's just how, and you recall a bunch of that growing up. That's part of this programming. Now, he had a different, more physically conditional, rather conditioning himself physically, or being conditioned physically. He seems to have a lot of constitution, good skills at fighting, physically with barehanded and with weapons. He probably falls somewhere around a fighter class. He would likely be able to. He seems to be able to pretty good at survival here.
That's what I needed to know, and that actually changes my mind on what I was going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with him here. I'm not going to go back to the compound tonight.
Okay. You stay there.
We'll kind of figure out what we're doing, I guess.
Okay. Need some time
Get rid of
to
the
let that
bodies.
settle in. Yeah, the shock.
Right. Well, yeah, that was one thing I was thinking about. Like, we got to figure out what we're going to do with the bodies. I could just burn this place to the ground.
Do you help?
Awesome.
I'm not there, but
Yeah, if
just to let you know, Thaxel really likes burning things down.
and Dean is nothing but fire.
Awesome.
What kind of building is this?
Well, it's a stone building, but there's wooden rafters in there. Some flammable objects. There's some wooden desks and furniture. A lot of cloth along the floor.
What the hell do drow do with their corpses? I don't even know. Feed them to
Feed 'em?
spiders or something, I assume.
Oh.
Probably.
My familiar probably couldn't eat all these corpses, so that's not going to work.
Have this
I
really
just want to
fat,
leave them
tiny,
here.
tiny fiendish face spider.
Nice.
Oh, I may. No, hold on. I think I could conjure something if I was there. I can conjure animals,
Christina.
but I don't think they can do anything.
Dina has fireball. Just saying.
Hey, all you need is produce flame.
And kindling.
Okay. Kindling.
Why not just?
We're pyros now. It's fine.
That's awesome.
Have you seen the red scales?
I was like, did you see my burnt down house? But I think only Rheya saw that.
yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Well, we probably saw
But I
the
have-
smoke of the house.
Well, you didn't know it was me.
I have seen Thaxel with fire. Yeah, when in doubt, burn it. So yeah, I am aware of that MO.
Awesome. All right, Maligan. So I guess you stay behind that night with Takshir to figure out like your approach for the next day and that night and what you want to do with Nadzir's body.
Yeah, and I'll be talking to him about that as well.
Okay.
Although I know he's sort of, I don't know. I might as well be talking to a wall, basically. It doesn't seem too bright.
He just
That's
keeps
fine.
agreeing, like everything you say is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we should do this. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, Valkyn, you arrive at the proper location to meet up with Mayvree. And as you arrive, you actually see her there waiting already. So you're able to approach. And she's like, "Oh, Valkyn, you made it. I wasn't sure how you were with being punctual since, you spent every moment in the inn there. You had anywhere to meet anybody." Anyway, let's she's like an awkward giggle. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, so let's go get some food, yeah?"
Yep.
There's only a few inns down here, but there's one really close. That's supposed to be pretty good. A tavern, rather. Yeah.
Let's head there.
Okay. And so you do. You go nearby to the Sheared Lamb. Yeah, like that. Sheared Lamb. I'm going to put that in chat here so I don't forget. There you go.
Of course you're putting it in.
That's not the right shear. Oh, whatever. I know what it means.
We know what it means.
And you go in and it's not too super busy. It's not rowdy, like a lot of taverns are, especially this time of night. It's probably around 9:30 by the time you get here. There's a couple seats at the bar. There are a couple of very small tables that fit like 2 or 3 people. Where would you like to sit? She's just sort of walking in with you.
I guess at a table. I don't think they would have booth.
Okay. There's a couple of tables. So as you enter, it's this long rectangular building. Along the left-hand side is the bar. Comes out like a U, runs down most of the length of that wall and cuts back in. Right across from the bar is a big fireplace on that opposite wall. And there's those small tables are all set up between that fireplace and the bar, right in the middle of the tavern. The rest are... Huh? What happened? Let me refresh since that's a new one, Discord. Discord, why you do this?
I have little feathery drow.
Weird.
We won. Varduk's dead.
Yay!
We win. Welcome back.
Thank you. You find she runs over and kicks a seat out for you and then sits down in her seat.
We got to rectangular and then it cut out.
Oh, really? That early? Okay, so long rectangular building. There's a bar on the left-hand side that comes out like a U, runs down most of the length, and then back into the wall. Directly across from that, in the opposite wall, is a fireplace, very large fireplace with a big mantle. Fire is burning, but it's not throwing any heat. So you've seen, I think, the ever-burning light before. That's what's in the fireplace right now. Between the bar and the fireplace, right in the very middle of the tavern, is where all those single tables are, the small circular ones. There's bench seats around the edge and larger tables on either side of that. So you walk down into the middle of the bar and pull up a seat right next to, like, essentially in front of the fireplace. And she kicks a seat out for you, and you pull up a seat on the other. She pulls up a seat on the other side. She sits down. Well, should we? Let's get something to eat first. I'm kind of hungry. How about you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe we can try maybe a better performance tonight here later on if we get into some drink. Have you been
Yeah.
drinking yet?
Not yet. Well, not today yet.
Okay. Well, let's get some food then, so we can get the night underway. And we'll catch up.
Yep.
So order some food and 15, 20 minutes of small talk until the food comes out. Party food, and then whatever you order.
Yeah, I don't know, but I would order probably some sort of meat.
Okay. He's got roughly the same. Oh well, so tell me about how you died. It's interesting. That sounds like a fun story.
Yeah, we had some business to attend to, regarding the illithid.
Ooh, they suck.
The big bad Vardok. And so we had to protect ourselves from him, and
Sure.
we're seeking the aid of somebody in the jail here.
Ooh.
And in order to actually gain their aid, we had to go and quell a prison riot that was happening in the whatever their equivalent of maximum security area of the prison is.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
And was fighting it. Next moment I knew I got attacked and fell unconscious, and I was dead. And then was in a creepy green misty area.
That sounds like fun.
In a by a river.
Mm-hmm.
And almost got killed by a giant skeleton that wanted to keep me there.
Have you been taking drugs, Valkyn?
No.
That sounds like a drug thing. I believe you. I believe you if you say you're not. Wow.
Yeah, the afterlife is a pretty sure.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound fun. Ooh, she finishes up her food and her tankard of ale and calls for another one. So you like me, huh? Oh, that's kind of exciting. How long have you liked me? This has been a while, or just fun seeing my beauty here?
Guess it would be more of a. I don't even want to. Within the year.
Well, I didn't have much contact with anybody back in the city, aside from sneaking out and coming down to the tavern, of course, to try and get a drink or steal some coin or practice my an instrument or performance. And I met you, of course. I think I've always felt so very fond of you. Guess I never really considered you might feel this way about me. Gosh. Well, I'm flattered, and I can say that I'm definitely enjoying myself here. I feel like that's
good.
She gives a coy smile. Well, let's have some more drinks and we can talk more. Tell me about your experience escaping the city, and I'll tell you mine, and we can maybe do some dancing, and maybe even some singing. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Nice. And so the evening progresses with that. Go ahead and do a, well, I guess a Constitution saving throw, if you would, from all the drinking you two are doing. Oh, that's not bad. She seems to hold her liquor pretty well.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting completely sloshed right now. That's a 19.
Nice, okay. You also hold your liquor very well, surprisingly. Just given past things. Or my expectations of you, apparently. Valkyn. And go ahead and roll a performance check. Ooh, doggy.
And then I'll probably get like...
Nice, she got a 19 roll before her bonus, so...
It's a 5 and a 6. That's an 11. But I want to use my inspiration die because I don't want to.
Yeah.
So what's what's my die?
Well, did you win the roll today? Is that what this one is?
I think I.
Okay.
I think I did win the roll today as well.
You want to use the?
I think I'll use that one.
Okay, that's a D8.
Yeah. And then I'll save my other one just in case I need that later on. I think that's D8.
Is it 2 pyramids?
A 7?
8. So 18.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. It's the 2 pyramids. Oh, that's an 8.
Nice. Impressive. Okay, so you both, she, after being, both having a pleasant buzz and sharing tales of your daring escape from the city and reminiscing about past times together.
Grandpa Stinky.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Awesome.
Grandpa Stinky!
Oh.
Toll.
Nice. There's some, I feel there's probably, some affectionate touching. She'll, kind of run her hand down your arm or, like place her hand on your hand, like a quick, clasp here. And they're like, oh, Valkyn. And then she says, all right, we've got to do a performance for these people. I mean, they don't know how badly they want to see us perform yet. So let's show them what they want. And she takes, let's see, a lute out and starts to pick a tune. And you know the tune. You've practiced it with her before. And you start, you take your drums out. And you both nail this performance. There's some singing, some dancing. You get everybody involved. It's really engaging with everyone in the tavern. They were not expecting this. But it becomes this whole party where you two are the center of attention as there's foot stomping and hand clapping and dancing and cheering and cheers to one another, the different tables, until you finish this long, it's like it's 11, 12-minute song because it keeps going from fun verse into another, into, this whole build-up thing, and then people start learning the refrain as you're going through that. And it's a pretty good night all in all. The night finally starts to wind down. They're getting ready to close the tavern to those that are not staying there. And she seems to be, towards the end of this, not checking the time, because you can't really check the time here, but, she's not getting antsy to leave. She's enjoying herself thoroughly, it seems. Yeah. But she's like, well, I guess they're closing down, and I probably do need to get going. It's kind of late, but I've got some stuff to do before I go.
We don't have to.
Well, it's.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Stay.
That does sound nice, but I just have a couple things I definitely need to do. I can't back out of. But I'd kind of like to do this again if you're. You have another day or two, maybe tomorrow night.
Okay. I'll let you know what my plan.
Okay.
I'll send you one of those.
And she abruptly leans in, gives you a kiss. I know you've got the beak, so I'm gonna say for now she just gives a kiss right next to it, mwah, and let you go. Thanks, Valkyn. It's been really nice. Look forward to tomorrow. All right,
you too.
I'll see you later. She's, starts hopping down the street, little skip. Try not to die before then.
Will do.
And then skip.
Okay, so how much did dental cost?
I'll say there were probably some rounds bought for people and stuff. We'll say 3 gold in total for the food.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
5. 50 gold. What?
What? So you see her skipping away into, the dark streets. There's some magically lit lamp lights on the street. She dances away. You are heading back towards Eri's house? Or elsewhere?
Yeah.
You start heading...
Yeah, you said it was 5? Or
3 gold.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to quickly just rewind time because for this part, this is Eri back before she had to leave. So this, in case you catch up on it later, Eri. Eri and Rheya were in the reading room earlier. This was after dinner, after their baths and dinner. And when one of the head servants brought out the dossier and passed it to Eri. So Eri, you open it up and you flip through and you see a sketch of this young female necromancer. And it is sort of a rough sketch for real. They don't have that many details. But they have some light hair in a long braid in the back. It looks like possibly some pointed ears. Kind of noble features. The dossier says, don't know where she's staying, but here are the mining locations that she's been attacking. Likely, there's like 2 places where the entrance likely is. So you set off, the unknown name. You set off through town to do your, what you do as a person hunter. And you go around, the different places to go and ask for information and show this sketch around. And you go through some of the fancier areas of the city first, since you have access. And then you go through some of the slums and stop into the different tavern keeps and other people that see a lot of faces, and you show this around. Eventually, you gather some information. You gather that this person is either is an elf of some sort, either a wood elf or a dark elf. She's been spotted sleeping around the city in different locations, moving around, never staying in the same place more than once, it would seem, from the information you gathered. And you have a first name. You heard someone speaking to her the other day. And they called her Mayvree. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Wait, so who was speaking to Mayvree?
I love it.
Wait, who was speaking to Mayvree?
The necromancer that Eri and Rheya are hunting is your girlfriend.
Is my girlfriend?
Is your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. What? Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Nice.
A necromancer kissed you.
Whee!
Oh,
See, no wonder she was all interested in you dying. She's got that whole dead thing going on.
I was wondering what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to freaking turn it around on me.
Hey, at least she's not working for the illicit.
Oh, I love your indignation, Kevin. It's so great.
So either I'm gonna have to basically end up killing my girlfriend, or being like, what the fuck is your problem?
Just let Eri and Rheya do it, and you're good.
Yeah. Or do some more dating and then let them kill her.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Awesome. Well, you never know, Kev. It might turn out otherwise. Maybe there's
Zone
other
of
stuff
truth.
going on.
It may work out.
You should tell her about your friend that's got all the dead bodies. I bet she'd love that. That's a good second date.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. This is fantastic.
Sweet.
And you'll never have to beat a dead horse again.
Awesome.
Doesn't love it.
This is amazing.
Sweet. Well, thanks everyone. That was really fun.
Thank you.
I hope you all had a fun night. Thanks, chat.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Uh,
You never know, Kevin. It's not definitely bad.
I know.
It's complicated, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Whatever, Dan. Yeah. It's not your turn. So.
Oh yes, yeah. Dina and Thaxel had a grand old time.
Oh yeah. Picked a few pockets.
Nice, good.
You know, if she saw any saves, she'd probably try to pick it, set it on fire.
Awesome. Yeah, this will be we'll probably, when we pick up next session, it'll be like this night still. So we'll actually dive back into Thaxel, Dina, Demalagus, see where he's going, Valkyn, Rheya and Eri, and of course, poor sweet Mayvree.
Poor sweet.
not a bard.
Well, Bard 2, she definitely taught you all the bardic stuff,
She's playing a long game. I
Bard
like that.
Chromancer.
Nice.
Yeah. That just gives me so many ideas all of a sudden. There's a necromancer that passes himself as a bard.
Awesome.
I almost
love
played a
it.
necromancer. I was extremely close. I was talking to Dan about it.
That's right, yeah.
That was one of my first ideas.
Nice.
Yeah,
Would it be
That was my
would it
first
be the
idea.
same character though? Just different class.
No, it would have been wildly different.
Oh.
Awesome. Well, gosh, episode 14 already. How exciting, huh?
It's crazy.
I know.
It's
It's
amazing.
absolutely crazy.
Excellent. We've come so far. The more I think about it, it's been so much crazy stuff already.
Hmm.
Yay. Excuse me. How sweet.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yes,
again.
thank you. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to Dina's next dream sequence.
Oh, good. Yes, they'll keep getting deeper
like-
and deeper.
Yes.
Good. There's already some stuff happening in the world with Dina's stuff. And I can't wait for some.
Oh, yay.
Dina's just then gonna have like one dream that's like completely like all nice and sweet and be like, what the frick is going on?
Hey, this isn't right. Yeah.
Why are they
happened to the
why
blood
are
and fire?
they
Where's the blood and
Why
fire?
are they skipping through the tulips?
There's supposed to be blood and fire.
Why are they holding hands?
The most unsettling dream I've ever had.
God, it was horrible. They were nice.
The D&D equivalent of like the 50s housewife, like, oh, sweetie, you're
That is
home.
a nightmare. That's, yeah.
That's a nightmare in itself.
Bunch of
Very, yeah.
unicorns dancing on rainbows.
La 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 la. Pleasant music.
Demalagus and me hand in hand frolicking meadows.
Yes.
The unicorn level in Diablo 3 all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. That's a perfect way to make the Demalagus Thaxel tra-la-la happen.
The only way it'll happen is in her dreams.
Nice.
Oh, one of these days.
Yeah. Thanks again. I hope you all have a wonderful night. We'll of course catch you all next week. We stream every sorry, Randy. We stream every Tuesday night here at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. This is our All Evil campaign. We have another Not All Evil campaign that's Friday nights, Stormfall, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing what's going to happen with Mayvree and everyone else and how everyone's going to interconnect next week. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye, hearts.
Bye.